Previously during the investigation.
I'm Kaysen, Forrest Kaysen.
Thomas, did you see Nick here?
Motherfucking coffee.
No. When I got here, he was already like this.
What are you doing? Get out of the way! I'll do it!
George, stay back. She's trying to speak.
No! It couldn't be! Nick! Oh, please, no!
You got us good this time, Zach.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the deadliest of premonitions. Last time we chilled out with Emily in the bar. Did a bit of bonding. With George as well. Talking about, what did he call it? Tree punishment? His mom is twisted. But now I think we're right on the verge of being creepy again. Because we can do this. I can see inside, Zach. I can watch the people. I like watching the people. Oh, low screen. This isn't what I wanted to peek at. Who's in here? Nope. I think that lady's onto us. Because, like, our head's inside the window. Hey, sorry, I broke the window. I'm sorry. Just wanted to look at Carol. But if she starts to sing again, I'm out of here. You got the creeper bonus. Can I drive this thing? Carol's car. Well, we could have bought this car, actually. Not bad. Speaking of which, I wonder where my car is. I was stuck with this police car since that mission. But, I want to see if George is back home. Okay, George is home. That's good. I need to go and visit him. Better not go to sleep on me, George. And I'd like to get this done before it strikes midnight. Don't need to deal with zombies and giant dogs again. Shortcut. But if you remember that flower we picked a long time ago, that's going to come into play now.
Do you remember? How many years ago was it now? That multiple homicide of young girls in that college town in Illinois. All the victims were cut open from the throat to the crotch. Ripped right open. During the autopsy, the second stomach was found inside the first victim's body. Of course, she didn't naturally grow a second stomach. One of the stomachs belonged to someone else. As more victims piled up, there was one with 2 hearts, only 2 livers, 4 lungs. Different organs each time.
Of course, those extra organs didn't do the girls much good, right, Zach?
Oh, York.
And they say too much is never enough. In the end, we arrested a professor at the med school. They found the body of his daughter, dead, and the missing organs at his house. You remember what he said when we took him in? I was ordered to restore those deformed bodies back to normal. And remember who he said ordered him? An alien. Well, of course, we couldn't arrest an alien, so we arrested the professor instead. Serial killers can't be caught by logic and common sense. I learned this the hard way. That first case taught me that. Since then, these cases just keep getting more and more complicated. It's a tough job. I thought getting experience while I was young would make the job easier.
We done? Guess so. Interesting story from York. He went through in a few jokes in there.
Zach, is there something here that you want to check out?
Well, I'll join you if you like, but I do need to get that report written. Once you're finished, let's head back to the hotel.
Yeah. Be a little patient, York. This is gonna help. It's pretty dark in there, George.
George, which do you prefer, mustard or hot sauce?
You didn't come all the way to my house just to ask me that.
Yes, I did, actually.
You don't have other things you should be doing?
Of course I do. But I'm interested in you right now.
Interested? Agent Morgan, look, my mother is sick. If it's not urgent, I'd rather we did this later.
Is she very ill?
Well, I have to say it doesn't look good.
I'm sorry to hear that. Anything I can do?
No, this is a private matter. I can't ask for your help.
You know, back in D.C., people always came to me for personal advice. I'm here to help you if you let me.
There's no need for that, Agent Morgan. Please. You need to...
Abide by the rules, right? Okay, I get it. I didn't mean to invade into your private matters.
Oh.
George, I just thought you could use a friend who wasn't a dumbbell.
Back when I was a kid, my mother really liked this flower.
Flower?
Yes. A small flower. No name. It grows somewhere here in Greenvale, although I must admit I've never seen it actually growing anywhere. I think it would make my mother happy if you could get her that flower.
George, that's good. Great idea. Every woman likes to receive flowers. You know all about that, right, Zach?
In any case, this is a personal matter. Make sure it doesn't interfere with the investigation.
Of course not, George. But I'm going to find that flower for you.
I actually happen to have it right here in my pocket. You might want to turn some lights on in there, George. Your mom might like that. By the way, about the mustard and hot sauce.
George, here it is. The nameless flower.
Agent Morgan.
No need to thank me. I did this on my own, during my private hours. Tell your mother I hope she gets well soon.
Yeah, I'll do that. This'll make her feel at least a little better.
I sure hope so. I really do.
You got radio. This item will be moved to the tool. No, I need this.
Take this. It's an emergency police radio. If you're ever in trouble, use it, and I'll be right there.
Thank you, George.
No, seriously, turn some lights on.
Now, Agent Morgan, don't take this the wrong way. It's not an emotional thank you gift for helping me with my mother. I'm giving you this so we can do our jobs more smoothly, that's all.
That's fine with me. So what this radio lets us do is teleport, basically, to any area that we've been before. Very, very helpful. It'll save some time. At least for me. I mean, I could always just edit the footage for you guys, but it'll make things a little easier on me. Now onwards to the hotel. Speaking of editing.
There was another really bad one around this time of year. 3 years ago. Remember, Zach?
Yes, that's right. That one. Multiple homicide, same MO, across Utah, Colorado, and Missouri. The victims were all average married housewives. But after being run over so many times by a car, they didn't look human. 5 victims in 2 months in the 3 states. The way he killed them was always the same. But aside from that, there was nothing that linked the victims together. Well, they were all married. But age, race, nothing else matched up. Tire marks and fragments of paint ID'd the car that was used. That's where things got really tricky. The perpetrator used a 1993 model Cadillac Elante as a weapon. It was registered in the name of one senator. No, I don't feel like talking about this anymore. That senator's basement. I wish I could forget what I saw there.
Must have been really bad for York. If he can talk about using skulls as urine cups during dinner. Oh, my driving's terrible tonight. Sorry. Just file another report with the police. They're piling up now. Good thing I've got a lot of money saved up. Back to square one. But we're better off now. We've heard some interesting stories. Some really morbid stories. But we also have the radio, which I'm pretty stoked about. I've lost control. This isn't how drifting is done.
Let's focus on the king.
Oh, Zach, we're here. Let's continue our chat later.
Hopefully that was just one of his throwaway lines. Didn't seem like that was going to lead into another story anyway. Just in case you forgot that thing's a typewriter, they went ahead and labeled it for you. Time to work on my novel somewhere, Zach.
Zach, let's go over our progress.
From what Olivia told us, and the sketchbook we found at Becky's house, Nick and Diane became our primary suspects. There were a couple of reasons for this. First, Becky gave the missing locket to Diane. Also, Nick has no alibi for when Anna and Becky were killed. We followed Nick to the art gallery, which led us, unfortunately, to our third victim. The third victim, Diane, was strung up in the entrance hall of the art gallery. Her hands were tied and a knife was sticking out of her chest. However, there was a marked difference from the previous crimes.
Do you remember what that was, Zach?
What was different? Multiple bodies, no murder weapon. Right after the crime. Because she was still alive.
That's right. Diane was still alive. This suggests that very little time had passed since the crime was committed. Which means the criminal was still close by. It was somewhere near the scene. There are two possible candidates. Nick, who was knocked out in the entrance.
Zach, who is the other person in the gallery?
It's the dog, Willie. I wish that was the answer. It's not Psycho Mantis, not that guy.
That's right. Casey.
Psycho Mantis did it.
We followed Willie, good dog, all the way to him. Cason's statement came out as follows. He and Diane were in a physical relationship. That was why he visited the gallery. The two were in the middle of such a meeting when Nick showed up. Diane lost her cool and shoved Cason up in the basement. Now, what did Cason hear when he was locked up?
Footprints of a boot? I like those pictures.
That's it. The sound of boots passing by. Nick was wearing boots that day. Which means it was likely that Diane met with Nick in her room. Nick said he argued verbally with Diane about her playing around with men, but they eventually decided to go out drinking to make up. However, immediately after that, Nick was attacked by someone in the entrance hall and knocked unconscious. We saw the rest.
Zach, do you think that Nick is our serial killer?
Yes, no, and I don't know. Didn't we tell Carol that we already know that he's not the guy?
Me too.
That's my no face, Zach.
Asha sent in a report too. He found a large volume of red seeds in Diane's stomach. This confirms her as a victim of the Raincoat Killer. Remaining leads. There is the locket, which is in Carol's possession, the man with the tattooed back, and the upside-down peace sign. There's a lot left to answer. I hope the coffee will give us more guidance tomorrow.
That's how you know we're on the next episode. Always gotta revisit that coffee. Zach, someone stole my blankets.
Zach, what did you think about George pouring his heart out? I was surprised. It's the end of a monarchy.